Hey you guys, and welcome to my channel. This is my first official YouTube video. However, expect more to come. I'm going to follow a schedule. My intro video is just a little bit about me, who I am, what I do for a living, my hobbies, and as well along the way I'm showing you my basic makeup look with a pop of red on the lip. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's get to watching. Okay you guys, let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do, pin back my hair. Okay, I'm gonna zoom us in just so you can see better what I'm doing. Okay, that should be good. First things first, I wash my beauty blender before I use it every single time. I will not like just get it wet, squeeze it, and use it. I will actually wash it with soap. So if you don't do that, I encourage it only because this does breed germs, and if it's just in your makeup bag and it's thrown around in there, I would encourage you just to wash it every single time. I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Matte Poreless from the drugstore. This is such like a basic foundation. I feel like it's like a staple. Everyone can use it. It's pretty good on most people. Pop it on the back of my hand. I usually take like that much. I got so excited. I forgot to do primer. I feel like I've never had a professional setup. I mean, by no means is this like super professional, but it made me nervous. Okay, so I like the SMASHBOX Photo Finish Primerizer. I've used this before just as literally face cream. I take about that much. And I don't know. There's something about this that I like, the way it goes on, the way it feels on my skin. I love it. I love it so, so much. My point of today's video was just like an introduction to me, what I'm doing on here, my story a little bit, just so you can get to know me. And I mean, a couple of years from now, it'll be nice to just look back at where I started. So that's why I'm doing this video. So my name is Lauren Del Bianco. I am 23 years old. I live in a city close to Toronto. It's about 30 minutes away with no traffic. Toronto, Canada, by the way. And I own my own company. I own an eyelash company. We have a product line. Excuse me. We have a product line. LashIcon.com, and I also lash full-time. So I'm a lash artist full-time as well as an educator. So I teach a volume course as well as an aesthetics course, which is done online, and then the volume course is obviously in person. And I have a couple other things going on, but YouTube was always, I've like been obsessed with YouTube. I think everyone just watches YouTube. It's like the new TV, but it's been like that for years. And I have always spent so much time on YouTube watching my favorite gurus. I'll always love Jaclyn Hill. I know she has gone through a lot, but I'll always be a supporter because I don't know, I just don't get involved with that type of drama. So I just love her. I love Raw Beauty by Christy. Jeffree Star, love him. He's just such a genius. I can respect anyone who's just good at business and smart like that. So love him so much. And yeah, I feel like there's been so many times that I've wanted to start YouTube. Like since I was in university, maybe even high school. I just remember doing this in university. I would sit in the front of the mirror and just do my makeup and talk as if I was talking to a camera. And now that I'm sitting here and I'm doing it, it's just crazy. But I've always wanted to do it. It was just I didn't have the money, I didn't have the means, I didn't feel like people would want to watch me. Obviously the doubts would come in too. But now, I've previously tried to start a YouTube channel, but I didn't really get very far because I feel like I didn't have the proper equipment. I still don't have the proper lighting, so the lighting will be insanely better in like 2 weeks maybe. But yeah, I feel like I just didn't have the means to do it. And now I'm here and I invested in some things and I'm gonna start. I wanna upload once a week. I'm not gonna stress myself to upload all the time, like a couple times a week. I do wanna be consistent though and follow a consistent schedule. I'm all about that. So I feel like I do a lot, like day to day. My product line, I ship everything by myself. I teach, I educate, I have my online course, and then I also lash full time, like pre-quarantine. So it is a lot, but I've been thinking about it, and I love talking to a camera. I don't know, it's weird. Sitting here and doing this just feels so right. So, I mean, if you're watching this, I really appreciate you. So my online store actually, so I sell lash products. So lashes, tweezers, adhesive, lash tiles. If you're a lash artist, you know what I'm talking about, and you've probably seen my website. If you haven't, I will link it right here. However, we are under construction because I have a call with a web designer today, and I have DIY'd my whole website from the beginning, and now I'm ready. Like, I'm ready to invest. I want to come back after this quarantine stronger than ever. And I know my website, like, I don't have anything with SEO. I've tried to do SEO myself, don't fully understand it. My time also is money, so I'm just trying to be okay with investing in a website because I know what it's going to do for my business in the long haul. There's so many settings and like coding and stuff that goes into web design and web development that obviously I have no idea, and I don't have the patience to learn it on my own because I have so much other stuff going on. So I do have a call with her. That's why I'm getting ready now and just doing a little talk through. So the next thing I'm going to put on is my Anastasia Beverly Hills. The shade is in Fawn, F-A-W-N. Now to blend that in, you might think it's weird, but I do use a CLARISONIC, and I have the makeup head. I do wash this also, not every single time I use it, but probably like once every couple weeks. And I just go in and I blend it. Okay, if you don't think that blended perfectly, I don't know what does, but I prefer this over a beauty blender any day, honestly, any day. So next I'm gonna go in with concealer. I am gonna use drugstore again, Maybelline Fit Me concealer in shade Ivory. I love a light concealer. I just love to look popped. I usually love Jeffree Star concealer, but I haven't reordered it. I do eventually want to start going more natural with my products, which is like a whole new journey with me, and I'm going to talk about that on my channel, but I am actually transitioning from a pretty unhealthy lifestyle to a more organic and natural lifestyle, and I do want to eventually change my makeup. It's just I have so much makeup, so I don't want to just throw things out and waste it, and like just pretty much throw money out the drain. But yeah, I guess I'll talk a little bit about it now, but I suffer from hypothyroidism and Hashimoto's disease, which I'm going to have a video about, so I'm not going to explain really what it is, but they are autoimmune diseases, and it has really caused my life to just like take a turn. Nothing detrimental or anything, but it has changed my life drastically, and not in a good way. So I recently just worked with a naturopath, and it was like the best thing I could have ever spent money on. They are not cheap, but it was so worth it. So if you do like that kind of stuff, I will be sharing a lot about it. My journey. I think what I'm most nervous about with YouTube is probably just the editing and staying on top of it, because filming videos is so much fun. I can sit in front of a camera forever. Like I love it. I love talking with you guys, but it's the editing. I don't know. But the thing with YouTube is, since this whole and this stuff has hit us in more ways than one, everyone's affected. There's not one person that's not affected, and that's what breaks my heart the most for humanity. And what I realized is, I mean, I think I'll be in the lash industry forever. It's where I found myself, and I just want to help build it up so much. But I've realized that, guys, we need plan Bs. Like, of course I have an online store, and that gets hit hard during this time because no one is necessarily buying products. I'm still getting orders, which I'm so grateful for, but people don't really need products because no one's working on clients. So I realized I need a plan B. And you know what? If this is just a hobby for me where I can sit down and just relax, be myself, and have like a little family online, that's more than enough for me. I'm happy with that. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set my under eyes. I like to use obviously Laura Mercier powder and a little brush I got in like when I became a rouge member at Sephora. I like this brush. And then before I put my powder, I always dab and get rid of the lines. So I'll tell you a little bit more about me. I am a Cancer, born July 9th, super sensitive, crabby. I feel like I'm psychic. I can just feel everything. I am super spiritual, and I've been seeing a ton of angel numbers for the past month lately, which has been just so crazy. Some of my other hobbies are I love to read. I love to listen to podcasts. If you guys have any good podcasts, please let me know. This morning on the elliptical, I have an elliptical right beside me. I bought one during this quarantine because I need to work out. One of my favorite podcasts is Impact Theory by, I don't know the name who it's by, but that's one of my favorite ones. Super informative, and just like they talk about everything. I love lash podcasts as well. I'm also very sensitive. I have a boyfriend. It's gonna be 3 years this year, and we started as best friends, and it grew into something that's so beautiful. I'm so lucky to have him. Taking my spoolie, I just want to brush my brows up. I need to do another brow lamination, which I'm gonna film. I do brows as well. I want to film it actually, and I'll put it on my Instagram. So if you're following me on YouTube and you don't have me on Instagram, I would love to have you on my Instagram account. Okay, next is face powder. I use, again, drugstore, Maybelline Fit Me. Next is bronzer. So I actually have this bronzer from Lovecraft Beauty, and I got this. I used to have a subscription box makeup thing that would come every month, and you get little minis. So I like this one. I got some good products in there. I just wouldn't necessarily be subscribed to that one in particular. I hope you guys can't see how hairy my eyebrows are. I'm saving them because I'm gonna film eyebrow tutorial, but they're bad. I'm sorry. So I am actually gonna do my brows next, and I use Ka-Brow from Benefit. I love this one. Just easy. This is a pretty basic makeup look because I'm just doing everyday makeup. But what I do for brows, because I like them bushy, I'm trying to get bushy brows, bushy model brows. So I'm going to just brush up. I only need brows at the very end, so I just do like hair strokes towards the end. This is the bad brow, by the way, so wish me luck. Okay, so we're zoomed back out. I am going to put on some blush for you. I'll show you what I use. I also got it for free from Sephora. I'm not using any of like my really nice makeup right now, just an FYI. I am definitely heavy-handed with my blush. Also, if you've noticed that I have like 3 eyelashes on each eye, that's because I can't get lashes anymore. It's sad. And we don't do our own lashes. Lash artists cannot do their own lashes. Some do, but it's definitely not safe or healthy for the natural lash, so don't recommend. Hey you guys, I forgot to film an outro, so forgive me. I'll get better at this YouTube thing, but I had a lot of fun filming this video, and I can't wait to film more and connect with more of you on YouTube. So I hope you enjoyed watching, and if you liked it, give me a thumbs up. It'll help me a lot. Mwah.